I had a lot of family members that were in the military, kind of saw them returning back from the Vietnam War and just kind of serving here stateside. So it definitely piqued my interest. I did also have an interest in sports, but I had my professor of military science at Reagan High School basically asked me one day, are you gonna go to school on a scholarship in sports, or are you gonna be, a U.S. Army officer? And I kind of made that decision from there. I think throughout my military career, the two things that I can kind of tag and really show that helped shape my leadership skills were that we were always taught to take care of your soldiers. And I guess my first reference point to that would be in high school. We would get there to the school 5:30 in the morning, and we would do our military runs, and that would be all 100 plus students that were in the program. So regardless of where you were physically fit, you were a part of that unit. And as we would go running through the Houston Heights on the streets early in the morning with our road gear, vesting, and things on, if one person fell out of that formation, we'd take that formation of 100 plus people, we'd turn that entire unit around and go back and pick that person up. And that group would only move forward as far as that person who had fallen out went to. So that's something that Colonel Bland instilled in us pretty early was, as an Army officer, you take care of your people. You're only as strong as your weakest link. When I was actually overseas in southern Iraq, we had a camp that was set up between Kuwait and southern Iraq. And when the soldiers got those orders that they were going home, even though it wasn't you going, you were always very excited that those soldiers were preparing to go back home. And they began to talk about their families and things of that nature. So being back stateside now, knowing that there are soldiers still over there serving, part of my mission is to make sure to help with that transition and that reintegration back in society. Because again, when I was there, my primary goal was to get myself and all of my soldiers back stateside safely.
Cornelius has a tremendous benefit to the veterans population because he knows the life of a veteran. Okay, he's obviously an Army and a non-commissioned officer, so he knows the Army. At the same time, though, he can relate to soldiers at their level and has the outgoing, pleasant, sort of non-confrontational attitude that makes all the difference.
I would define a leader as someone who had the best interests of the entire group at the forefront of his everyday planning, development, and follow through for any need that was in the area.